Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property. Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there and age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
You know, I think the funniest thing ever is allowing someone to dictate your moves, dictate who you are and what you're going to be in life. And a lot of you guys who watch me, y'all understand that I don't really care what other people have to say or think. And a lot of the time, I'm going to be the one leading. I'm going to be the one doing what I do. And it's not because I don't trust others. No, I absolutely do. I trust other people to do what they do. I trust people to lead. And a lot of the times I find myself trying to tell you my mistakes just because it makes other people feel good, right? So I'll say, hey, I had a tenant that didn't want to pay rent. Everybody's like, oh, that's exciting. Let me find out more about that. But if I told you I made $7,000 in a day, that's not really too exciting. Have I done it? Absolutely. Have I done 10,000 in a day? Absolutely. But how many people want to hear that story? So I haven't even really talked about that because it's just investing and it's just rental income. Like very simple stuff. But you know, I was looking at my broke to millionaire video that's doing pretty well. I believe by the time this video comes out, it might be approaching 1,000 views, which is great. Super proud and super grateful of all of those who've watched. But everyone was like, oh, he's not making money on YouTube. You're not making more money than me. Let's just start right there. You're not making more money than me. And like, I'm not going to be humble because I don't have to be and I won't be. And it's not that I'm trying to shit on people. I don't care to shit on people, to be honest with you. Like, that's not why I live my life. I don't live my life to talk down on other people. That's not who I am. I do know that there are people who are out here becoming famous for talking down on others and telling people that they aren't good at anything in life. And some of y'all are interested in people like that and want to follow people like that. Well, that's not what I live my life for. I live my life to educate, tell people my life story and how I got to where I am. And if you are interested in following those type of processes, then you can do that. But I am not your financial advisor. I'm just an average guy on YouTube who is, again, sharing how I got successful. And, you know, I just find it hilarious how you can be broke and laugh at someone who has more money than you. That doesn't make any sense. You see, I've never envied anyone, but I definitely follow the money. And those who are rich, the Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, the people in my life who are getting after it and getting paid, right? Like, I follow that. I look at the trends. I have people in my life who are millionaires as well, and they're looking at different sets of skills, different jobs to hop into. People who have more money than me. They're older than me, obviously, but they're looking at pivoting. They're looking at adjustments. They're like, oh, I'm not scared to lose my job, but I'm looking to improve so that if I do lose my job, I'm in a better position than what I was before. These are the go-getters. These are the people that I am around. These are the people that I am talking to and pivoting with and understanding what should I be engaging myself in, what should I be studying. I'm not interested in that. So for example, when I was talking to you guys earlier and I said I am so successful because there's a few things that I just simply like to do. I like to cook, so I don't have to go out every single day. I don't have to buy food at restaurants. I don't have to buy food every single time I go out to party, right? I like to cook. that is just within me. So for all of you guys who are always at a drive-through, you can't save as much money as me. It's just that simple. And then even when you get to the point where you have all this money, if you just like to cook, you just like to cook, and that's just me. I will show my food on my Snapchats, on my Facebook, and on my Instagram all the time. Like, hey, this is what I did today. Hey, this is what I'm eating today. Listen, the ladies love it. The guys are hitting me up trying to come over. Everybody wants to come over and eat at my house. Why? Is because I love to cook. Now, the next thing is I love money. So I learned stocks, I learned bonds, I learned ETFs, I learned 401k, Roth IRA, I learned CDs, I learned treasuries, I learned investing in real estate, I learned primary residence, secondary residence, I learned what different type of loans you can have, from your 5-3 arms to your 10-year arms to your do we still have 3-year arms? I know they have 7-year arms. And then you have your DSCR loans. You have your FHA loans. You have your conventional loans. You have your assumable mortgages that I love to talk about. You have your FHA 203k loans. You have so many different type of loan structures that you can go after. You have your wholesaling available to you. You have so many different things that I just love. It keeps the wheels turning. Then you got swing trading, day trading, options trading. All this stuff took me about a good 7, 8 to 9 years to learn, people. Did I have to listen? If it took me 8 to 9 years to learn this stuff and I actually love it, I love finance, how long would it take somebody who's not interested? So again, my bar was already set higher than most. My ability to achieve and make it in life financially was already at its a foregone conclusion. And it's all because I just love it. I love talking about money. I love talking about finance. I have over 1,000 videos on it, people. If I don't know what I'm saying, then I don't know who knows what they're saying at this point. Like, everything I've said is factual and true. Everything I've said can be looked up and Googled. Everything I said, if you can call me out on one thing I've said, please do. Please do. Like, it's all there for you to dissect and find just one piece of evidence that I don't know what I'm talking about. I would love for you to try. So again, not everybody's going to love this stuff. Not everybody loves talking about money. It's always a tough subject for some. But if you love it like I do, then it's not a tough subject. If you love politics, then it's not a hard subject. If you love blah, 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 it's not hard for you to do. A lot of people, you're good at something. What are you good at? Let's figure that out. And let's try to hone on that. And let's see how we can implement it in your financial life. I had someone call me today about to lose their job. And they're going over different scenarios. How can I get this pension? How can I get this retirement plan? How can I get a severance package? How can I do this, this, and this? Should I sue? Should I go ahead and just file for unemployment? All these things are coursing through their head. You know who they call? They call me. Doesn't matter if you're 65 years of age about to retire, which they were, or if you're 18 years old just in the workforce and you're trying to figure things out for the first time. I had someone who doesn't even talk to me for a whole year unless it's an emergency, called me like, hey man, I know you was in this situation. How would you handle it? And you know what? I think it's better to be needed than to feel like, oh, these people only text me or hit me up when they need something. Because if you're never needed, I'm not going to say that what's the point in your existence, but like if you're never needed, then you can only be a liability to other people. And I strive to not be a liability. And so I think another reason for my success was my determination to not have my family have to worry about me. And because I wasn't a liability to them, I can now become an asset to others. Don't allow that to go over your head. Because I wasn't a liability to my family, I am now an asset to everyone else around me. Now, can I improve everyone's life by 10%? Probably not. There are some people that I'll improve by 100%. There's some people that will improve by 10%. There's some people who will improve ever so slightly. But that doesn't mean that they don't also improve my life. They don't also uplift it. They don't also give me gems and knowledge that I can now take forth and do more with. Right? So with that being said, don't allow other people to control your narrative in life. I got to where I'm at by sacrificing. I got to where I'm at by not buying all the flashy things just to impress other people. I promised myself that I will buy me a real nice car when I turn 30 years old for the big 3-0, right? I'm going to do it big. I'm going to do it bigger than I ever done it. Okay, there's a song, Bigger Than I Ever Done It. Something that Drake was singing one of those days. I'm going to buy me the best car when I turn 30. And it's going to be cash, paid off. Listen, I was looking at one of the 600 cars that Disney had created with the Ioniq 5. It was a beauty, only $60,000. And then with the tax rebate, it would have been like $54,000. I could have bought that cash, had it sitting in my garage. But I said, Festus, that's not what you said. You said you was going to buy a nice car when you hit your 30 years birthday. And so, although that Ioniq 5 Disney edition would have been nice, it's not even a car that you really wanted. Like, yeah, you saw it. It looked nice, cool. But it's not even what you really wanted. Like, so what's the point? And plus, it'll be available and 3 years older by the time you want it. And then $50,000 is going to look like probably $30,000 when you're 30. And I don't even plan to buy brand new people. I really don't. Like, what's the point in seeing your asset depreciate? Then it's not an asset. It's a depreciation. It's a depreciating investment. And you can't even call it an asset, just a depreciating investment. And so when I look at something, I want some of that depreciation to already be wiped off. And by the 3-year to 4-year mark, most of that is already getting wiped off. So I'm looking at a 3-year mark at the very latest, or very least, I should say, for a lot of that depreciation to have hit. But for all of those trolls out there who want to control the narrative and tell you how to live your life and tell you what to do when they're not even doing half of what you're doing, yeah, cut it out. Cut it all the way out. Nobody's going to follow those who are not as successful or not even trying to get as successful as they are. So that's all I'm going to say. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, rest of your evening. Get after it. Go ahead and get it. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.